my friends. We're back. I'm back with another one. I'm back with another chill one for you. I'm thinking we're gonna do a little bit of Animal Crossing. I've got a lot of money to make. I don't know if you saw the title of this, not the title of the stream, but the alert message. I really need a bigger house. I'm running out of storage space. So I'm thinking we're probably gonna do some fishing. Catch some fish, maybe do a little bit of diving. I do like the diving in the game. Probably until Timmy and Tommy's shop closes up. And then we're maybe gonna do a little decorating. Maybe hit up the hotel or something. I think that would be a good time. And I'm here for the good time, you know? Let's get into it. Let me see. Let me open this up. And we can face out. Jesus. Love. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Auto still works. Lovely. Don't you like how I'm not even gonna say I don't check this stuff before stream, but I always gotta recheck it. It always feels like once we're like fully in the spotlight is when something's gonna break on me. I was right, Animal Crossing is a lot louder than Breath of the Wild, so I turned that back down a tiny bit. A little smidge. Audio country too? Technology do be like that. Oh, that's right. We've got some decorating to do first. Because I promised myself I'd find spots for all of this. And then I just logged off earlier today. Okay. I want one of the beehives up here. We can put it up with the flower. Got a couple of beehives. You do that. And then I've got what? I've got garden rock, lion dog, 2 hives. I know where the cardboard boxes are going. Tori and the gas pump. Gas pump maybe go over here too? Hold on. That's still pregnant. Right there. Now as for where I'm gonna plant these crops, your guess is quite literally as good as mine. I'll put some stuff down here for red. I'm thinking the gas pump and the cardboard box. So put the pump over here. Check that out. Amazing. And then maybe the boxes. No room. Hold on. Now back up a little bit. Those cardboard boxes could be smaller, but I think it works. I love having the trash section of the island for red. I think it's very in character. 2 hives. I'm rocking the lion dog. Okay. And all these crops. I think we could maybe put the crops in like the main part of my island. I think I want to put the mossy rock. It's probably going to be part of whatever kind of foresty nonsense I'm gonna do over here. Let's just throw this down. Oh, it's smaller than I thought it was going to be. That's okay. And then maybe Tori. Yeah. One of the beehives should go with the crops. I think the other one I'm going to put up here with cherry, actually. Maybe like here for now. Kind of off to the side. So I gotta get some of this stuff away from these trees. Sure. I like that. Maybe like a spot like here, or like over here for the crop. I'm thinking maybe the smaller spot, the smaller, more square spot might be nice. Nope, we don't need the fishing rod to chop down trees. Actually, let's keep the tree stumps here too, because I don't have any other stumps on this island anymore. And that's going to interfere with my bug catching later. Is there any... There aren't any stump bugs that need to be like higher up, are there? Like how you can only catch the stringfish on, like the topmost layers of soil? I don't think there is. So how do we wanna... I'm thinking we're gonna do... Oh, there's 4 pumpkins, that's right. Like a 4-3-2 kind of idea. So what do we... well... Let's recolor this first, hold on. Yes, start construction, please. Yeah, I think we're gonna do regular dirt for this. Nope. We gotta break out the cha-cha slide again. Yoink. Yoink. I don't think I can paint over... Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. But it's fine. We'll round out those edges or something. I think it's 4 across, 5 down. So that's doable. Which means we'll put the pumpkins in this one middle row. Why does the stream deck only notify me that there's an update when I'm in the middle of streaming? Stream deck? Please. Alright. I know I don't have to dig the plots for them, but I like to. Just to make sure that we're planting them in the right spot. Because Occam's razor, yeah. It can detect, it's like, hey, are you using your streaming software? Would you like to update? And I'm like, no. No and no. Don't talk to me. What else do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5 things. We could make an individual row for each, actually. That would be kind of cute. And then maybe... I don't know where we're putting the beehive. We'll figure it out. So plant that. Plant this. Is this all the crops, darling? Did you give me everything? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Cool, that's what I thought. We'll just fill this out. And maybe we'll put the beehive nearby. Actually, on this corner would be really cute. With all of Sterling's little flowers over here. Perfect. Carrots, huh? Beautiful. What did I get? Oh, for planting produce. Yes. How many produce starts do they think I'm gonna have? Executive producer. He's very good. Potato. Nice. I got so many Nook Miles now. Now that I've like finished getting all of the tools and stuff for the terraforming. Now that I have essentially nothing to spend it on. Game's like, here, have 2,000 Nook Miles, and I'm like, okay, I guess so. And the best part is, I don't have to water these today. Because it's snowing / raining. You gotta stop having horizontal time during the day? Yeah. It's a struggle. It's a sleepy kind of day. I'm surprised all my Overwatch playing didn't keep you up earlier. It was a fucking disaster. Where am I putting this lion dog? Maybe over here on the beach by my guardian statue. Kind of like adjacent to the Torii gate. Yes. Would you like me to try to keep you from having horizontal time, my dear? In the future? You don't know? Honestly, fair. It's like a double-edged sword, you know? Like, on the one hand, I shouldn't be doing it, but on the other hand, having a cheeky little nap in the middle of the day is very nice. It's pretty good. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go see if I can fit all this stuff into my storage. And then we'll head out. Allegedly. An alleged cheeky nap. I would never sleep during the workday. No. No. Allegedly. Because where am I at? I'm at 237 of 240. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need to just use up all of these cardboard boxes real quick, actually. Where's my garbage section? Oh, look at the little wrapping paper. It's so cute. My lovely girlfriend came by and gave me a bunch of recipes today, so. I've got so much more stuff. If you, like me, have too many clothes, you can hang them on the walls of your house. I mean, you're right. That is true. However, I don't have a whole lot of wall room. In case of emergency. Where'd my stupid... There they are. This uses 2 boxes, that uses 1 box. So let's just make like 3 of these. And then we can sell them and get them out of my inventory. So I would love to put some of this shit away. Like... I went to one of Captain's Islands earlier. And I like to have all of my stuff when I do that. But once I get back, I only need like the core 4 things, you know what I mean? Because I've pretty much got movement around my island settled, so I don't really need my vaulting pole or ladder. And then I'm not chopping down trees or watering plants, so the axe and the watering can also can retire for the evening. Hi guys, I would like to sell, please. Please. Tell me these cardboard boxes only sell for like 20 bells. Yeah, I figured. That's another reason I needed to get out of my freaking inventory. Squeakin'? Squeakin's this ground? Where to start? I think I want to start with some diving. I found that diving tends to make me the most money. Look at this little, look at the little snowman. The snowman's my favorite part of this hotel so far. Look at him. He's so precious. We're gonna start here because I have what? 2 creatures to dive for that are available this month. All day and all day. Off we go. I also haven't seen Pascal yet, so if we find a scallop, that one's for him. Oh, you know what else we gotta do? I don't know if he's still here, but Gulliver is also on my island. We might be able to swim by his corpse over here on the beach. Oh, you're a quick one. Okay. Don't go under the pier. What do you think? Crab? Lobster? Ooh, that's one of the ones I needed! Yes! The Venus flower basket. Perfect. Already on a roll. Oh, yep, there's Gulliver. Say hi, Gulliver. I'll talk to you later, Gulliver. I'm busy. Acorn barnacle. I love that line of speculative fiction asking if it's going to grow into an oak barnacle. Can you imagine like a huge ass barnacle? That'd be kind of spooky. Oh, this one's also a fast one. What the fuck? Hello? I fucked it up. But we got it. Is this the other one I need? It is! It is the other one I need, the red king crab. It's royalty flushed. Beautiful. And that's all of the sea creatures for this month. That's so funny. Alright. We'll still get a pocket full of them so we can sell the rest, but I'm glad we finally got that done. Now the only real threat to my existence is the stringfish, I think. There's a couple of other... I need the snail and the ants for my bug collection. But those are around pretty much all year, under the right conditions. And I need stuff like, I need the tuna fish and the marlin, and the coelacanth, and like a couple other, the barrel eye I still need, and the stringfish is one of the ones that I still need. You could take a walk around the museum later too. It's only got like January stuff, but it's always such a chill vibe. I got a lot of fossils. I got like, what? 56 of the 73 fossils, so. Ain't nothing to sneeze at. And 2 whole works of art. I could have had 3 if Red wasn't a bitch. This is why he gets trash on his part of the island. Ooh, sea slug. I love a little sea slug. It's very cute that Nintendo... I say this not necessarily knowing what type of sea slug that was. But it's nice that Nintendo was like pseudo responsible about what type of sea slug they included in the game, because there's at least a couple of them that are pretty venomous and bad to touch. A couple of very famous sea slugs that you should not pick up if you find them. Scallop. Hi, Pascal. Hey, man, about that scallop of yours. Can I have it? Sure. Take it. Whoa, thanks for your generosity, man. Since you were cool, I left you something you'll dig, and I put a pearl in there, too. While I'm at it, let me lay some truth on you, the deep kind. Feel this. When someone tells you to hold your horses, you tell them no. Man, they're way too heavy. Stick that in your skillet and let it simmer. Yep, today is a good day. You know what, Pascal? You're so right. Speaking the truth. You know what I also heard, also, I'm sorry with them having, double audio this whole time. Oops. It probably wasn't very noticeable, if at all, but if it was noticeable, I apologize, and I'm glad I caught it in the first half hour of the stream. This is why I have to check everything twice, because I do fuck things up sometimes, though. Anyways, with Pascal, part of the 3.0 update, I believe, is that he now is guaranteed to give you a pearl every time you summon him, which makes it a lot easier to craft a lot of the mermaid furniture that he gives you the recipes for. Jesus. Which is something that I did not know was part of the bit, you know? Ooh, a sea pig! Look at him. Look at those little leggies. Oh, the squeaky. And a shrimp. So I need, what? About 350k for the house upgrade. I have 100k in the bank, and then I have whatever I have in my pockets, which is like $12, I think. So if we can make like even 200k tonight, I'll be pretty impressed. So we've got until 10, I think, before Nook's Cranny closes. Oh, you're fast. Get back here. Another scallop, delicious. We gotta remember to hit up the museum before we hit up the shop. We could also go say hi to Brewster. Brewster's Cafe opened today in my town, so we could maybe get a cuppa. So many little things to do. And I like that Brewster's Cafe is open like 24 hours. I think that's fun. Because it's like, he's essentially running a bar, I think. But it has to be, like, child friendly, so they have him run a cafe and pour you coffee. Anemone. The anemone of my anemone is my frenemy. But yeah, the world is our oyster for tonight, because I don't know, I just wanted to do more Animal Crossing. So we're gonna be vibing. And I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna talk about for 4 hours. Something always comes to me, you know? But I just got off of playing Overwatch with my sibling and my sibling's boyfriend. And I'm still, my brain is still like in the transition process of being like, okay, we're no longer in mortal danger. We can relax and play some Animal Crossing, you know? Man, they've got a new game mode. Like a new event thing that's happening this week, where like it's one of those randomized game modes where you queue in and you have to queue for a specific set of characters. You know, the tank, the DPS, the support, or any combination of the above, you know? And then once you queue in for one, like say I queue in for support, they give you a random character to be in support. And then you either have to get like a certain number of kills or assists, or die twice. And then you get to be like a new character from like that set of support characters. And we had to play so many of those games. And it's so stressful because I don't know about you. I'm not a person who knows how to play all 47, 48 characters on the Overwatch 2 roster. And I certainly don't know how to play them all well. So some games, we absolutely crushed it, you know. Kicked ass, took names, got done in a couple of minutes, and then some games just dragged on and on and on. Ugh. But those kind of team-based multiplayer games be like that sometimes. It's not only Overwatch's fault. Though it is Overwatch's fault for making me play their stupid game mode. Making me play it, as if I don't willingly play a video game. Oh, wrong button. Thank you. Cucumber, delicious. Oh, that's the hotel. I was like, what the fuck is this? I got so confused. I thought it was like a building on the other side of the net. Hi, Captain. Bye, Captain. Ooh, mantis shrimp. Mantis shrimp. They're some of my favorites. I love a neat little shrimp. But mantis shrimps are also just so colorful. And they'll punch the shit out of you. Oh my gosh, I was thinking about mantis shrimp because my dad's a big fan of keeping aquariums. I don't know if there's a like an official term for people like that. My brain wanted to say like aquarist, but I don't know if that's actually a thing. He's kept fish like his whole life. He has his favorites and he has the stuff that he, you know, stays away from because it's too much trouble. But he's retired now as of December. And over Christmas break when I was back in Ohio, he found on Facebook like a local like animal shelter specifically for surrendered fish. And I was like, there is a likelihood that my dad is just going to become a fish fosterer in his retirement. I think that would be really fun. Well, they had so many things, and it's all the, you know, most red flag fish. They had like a bunch of cichlids. Cichlids are notorious for like fighting each other. They had a bunch of fish that just get really big, which you usually don't have a big enough tank for, like most notoriously I think is the red ear catfish, red something catfish, which they sell them at like pet stores. Like I've seen this at like Pet Supplies Plus and like PetSmart and stuff, like regular pet stores that sell regular fish. Right next to, you know, like the goldfish, they'll sell like little catfish. Red whisker, but close, yeah. They sell little catfish, and when they sell them to you in the store, they're like a couple inches long. And real cute, and they're real colorful, you know. Those catfish get to be up to and over 2 feet long, I think. So whatever situation and setup you think that fish is gonna be in, you need to at least double the size. Probably more. You know, I'm not sure if I'm still in love with my worker's jacket. Again, maybe I am. Kronk, what do you think, Crow? I think you're in love with it. You know what? You're right. I think I'm gonna give it away anyway. That's fair. Still not getting the hint? I'm giving it to you, Crow. It's all yours now. Well, thank you, Zell, but I didn't have a whole lot of room for worker's jacket in my pocket. That's fine. Look at my little crops. Oh, it's so cute. I knew there was going to be a spot for them on the island. Ooh, no, wait. We gotta go down here and donate my stuff. I almost, like, literally forgot. Anyways, fish are cool. Since my dad's pretty much always had fish, I've also, like, pretty much always had fish, and I'm not as good at taking care of them as he is. But I think they're neat. Alright. Now we can go put the worker's jacket away, and then go sell our catch. I think we'll do shifts. I think we'll do like one pocket full of sea creatures and then a pocket full of fish. And just keep going down the line. I think that would be fun. Put in storage. Oh, that's right, because we also got a fishy dress. And a pearl. So So I guess this isn't a pocket full of creatures, but it's close enough. Yeah, for this month, the only fish that I have left are shrinkfish, tuna, blue marlin, barrel eye, and the coelacanth. Which is gonna be a huge pain in the ass, but it is raining, which raises my chances of coelacanth catching. Not by a whole lot, but by a little. Nice. 41,000 bells. We're getting there. Okay. And while I'm here, let me double check. Oh, the barrel eye is a small catch. That's the one that I think I keep missing. It's out? Well, it's out at 9 p.m. Everything else should be fine. Drinkfish is out from 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. Barrel eye is out from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. The marlin, the tuna, and the coelacanth are out all day. So let's do some fishing. I think the direction we're gonna do this is we're gonna check. Actually, yeah. We'll check the rivers up here. The stringfish is a big catch. We'll check the rivers up here and then we'll go down and do all of the, like, oceans. We'll go around to all of the beach property. And then we'll come back up and do the top rivers again. I just kind of go in a big circle. Come on. How about now? Oh, there we go. I thought for sure it was gonna be it. I'm a fool. I'm a fool! Oh, fuck. I forgot I can't go down this way. I sold the ladder. I'm gonna put a kink in things a little bit, but it's not impossible because we can still get down. Over here. And then to the beach. Let's go to the beach. And now here, we don't want like the tiniest shadows. But barrel eye is ranked at a 2 on size, so we can do everything else. Squid. Squid kid. Ooh, I could cook something really different looking with squidding. That's so funny. We get a squid ink pasta recipe? Hold on. I need to know. Squid ink curry, squid ink spaghetti, yes! Oh, and some fruit salad. Hell yeah. That's so cool. I love the addition of cooking to this game. I think it's like, I don't feel like it's something that's often talked about, but I think it's so cute. Okay, well that is about the size I'm looking for. We could cook something with that fish too! You know I gotta see. Ooh! Aji fry! Cute! Little fried fish! Little fried fish action. Love that. Another squid. For all the pasta that I'm gonna be making. I'm also tempted to grab all of these seashells, but they don't sell for nearly as much, so honestly, I'll probably round them all up and throw them in the bin once Nook's Cranny is closed. Ooh, big fish. Come on, fish. Ooh, it's a dab? Yes. Well, we could cook something with that too. Kare no nitsuke. Oh, it's just a cooked fish with some meat. That's fun. All the recipes are so good. What else do I have? What fish specifically do I need to cook? Crucian carp? Whatever. Whatever. Keep your carp. We've got like cupcakes and little tarts. Brown sugar pound cake, I would fuck up right now. I'd fuck up all of these, honestly. But oh yeah, there's the flour and the sugar. Okay, I was wondering how we got there, but I figured I don't have like a whatever you want to call it, a kitchen setup yet, because my house only has 2 rooms. This is also why we need to expand my house so that I can have more rooms to decorate. I should make a plan of like what I want to do with all the rooms in my house, because you end up with a central room, 3 offshoot rooms, and like an upstairs and a basement, right? Six rooms? That's a lot of rooms. It's a lot of things to do. I'll have to make a diagram of that later. Sea bass, of course. Oh, we could cook something with a sea bass! A sea bass pie? Yo! It's got a little fish design on it. That's cute, actually. I like that. Well, I don't think there's any fish that usually spawn off of here. And you might be a sturgeon, so I'll try to catch you. I love sturgeons, they look so cool. Of course it's just a black bass, but... That thunder? Like in-game thunder? That would be kind of wild. I didn't think there could be like thunderstorms in this game. How much you want to bet I'm about to drop this thing in the water? That's 100% going in the water, right? I'm certainly not waiting for it, so... Yeah. Would have been really funny if it landed on the other side. Got the Nook Miles for it though, so I call it a win. No, look at Zell. he loves this song. I've caught him singing it a couple of times. I don't know which, like, iteration of KK's music it is. But it's so cute. Alright. Rods out. Guess we can talk to Gulliver too. Hi, Gulliver. Sorry, fellas. Already licked all these cookies. Had to... just for raisins. Honk shoe, snoring sounds, etc. The waves are ready to pull noodles. Good morning, or evening? Vision's fuzzy. How are you this fine, whatever time of day it is? Honestly, so fair. Say, is that my favorite landlubber? Bro, it is. Ahoy. Good thing your head is so huge, it makes it pretty easy to identify your blurry silhouette. You know what? Fair. Would you like to hear how I ended up on your beach this time? Yeah, I thought you might. There I was battling a dozen, no, 2 dozen sea monsters, holding my own, until one of them landed a devastating tickle attack, sent me tumbling overboard. Kasploosh! Paddle, flail, blurble burble. Next thing I know, I'm being poked back to life on this very beach. Boy, talk about a close call. Can you believe it? Ha! I simply cannot believe it, Gulliver. That's too cute to laugh. Have you heard these before? I'd love to stay and chat for several more hours, but the ocean is calling my name. Time to summon a rescue. I'll just call for help using my handy dandy, oh my gosh! My handy dandy communicator's broken. This isn't handy or dandy. Oh, sardines. It's all cracked and busted. Looks like it's missing a few communicator parts too. That means I'll have to wait for my crew to find me on their own. That could take a while. I've only got enough nautical puns to last a couple of hours. You, yes you. Will you help me find my communicator parts? Of course, Gulliver. Really? Wow. I haven't gotten a reception this sweet and bubbly since I washed up at Old Coral Cola? Sure. The communicator parts are probably buried in the sand somewhere. I'm just missing 5 parts. If you find them, I'll try to cram them back in here. I'm sure my crewmates are looking for me, so I better stay here and watch for the boat. I'll leave the searching to you. I believe in you, partner. Not that I have much of a choice. Alright, Gulliver, I got you. I remember being so confused the first time I found Gulliver. Because unless you already know the, like, buried in the sand mechanics, you're not gonna know what to look for. Or simply I was blind, I guess. But sometimes you can see in the sand like a little animation. And of course I've got none of it. None of it. I found that the south-facing sands tend to get more action, as it were. So I'm not surprised that I'm not finding any up here. But it is a little annoying. We gotta check the beer. I don't think fish spawn out this far, but wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if they did? Really got nothing for me, huh? Alright. But regardless, there's like little holes that open up in the sand. Oh, sorry, I missed a dung beetle. And when the holes open up in the sand, they like squirt water into the air. And if you dig in that spot, usually there will be a manila clam, which you can take and turn into fish bait to like chum the water and automatically spawn a fish at wherever you're standing. Which is nice, but when Gulliver's here and when he's given you this quest, as it were, he all of the little animation spots end up being hearts instead. I guess maybe not all of them. They've got a much higher likelihood of being hearts at least. And we can't go down this way. I do remember, but I wanted to check to see if there was more fish. So back over to this beach I go. And April Sisters is already closed. I'm assuming they closed at 9. I don't even think I went in there today. Gosh. Because I'm so out of storage, you know? I don't want to buy... I would love to buy a bunch of new clothes. But... I simply do not have a place to put them. I could put them on some of the walls, but... I've already put a bunch of my, like, wall-hanging stuff up on the walls. I've got a bunch of posters and gyroids and stuff. So I simply worry I would run out of space. And it only fixes half the problem, you know? Here's a spot. Let me see if it does it again. Yeah. That's a clam. Manila is also my favorite flavor of clam. So we gotta keep an eye out for them, and we gotta keep an eye out for fishes. Come on. Come on. You know you want a little nibble. Oh, it's flounder. Olive flounder. Cook something with that too. Sauteed olive flounder. I know people eat flounder. I know that's like actually a thing. That's kind of neat. With like, looks like, yeah, enoki mushrooms, skinny mushrooms in it. I'm sure all of these are things that people eat, but some of them like squid ink, curry, and like specific names like kare no nitsuke and aji fry I'm less familiar with. Seaweed soup I did know is a thing. More clams. Ooh, there's another clam. Clam. And that's a communicator part. That's what we're looking for. We just need 5 of those. We'll keep the clams on us for now. So I can turn them into... I usually just dig up a bunch of them, turn them into bait, and store them. The problem is, though, that the manila clams by themselves don't stack. They're just like singular clams in your inventory, which is really fucking annoying. But that problem has mostly gone away now that we have bulk crafting, you know? Ooh, blowfish. Cute. My goodness, Mikey. Are you scratching your booty? What's going on? And talk to Cherry too, maybe. I talked to her already today, but she might have something new to say. Of course, mackerel. Of course. Hi, Cherry. If you think it's too cold, then you just need more inner fire to stay warm. Cooling is okay. Cooling it is okay sometimes, though. What's the latest? Please tell me you heard. A cafe just opened up at the museum. You know what that means, right? Actual, real, gourmet coffee. Sure, I make a mean brew, but compared to the pro stuff, I can't even get close. Real. Oh my gosh, Cherry as a... like, punk. Not gender non-conforming barista. At a high-scale coffee establishment. I need that AU on my desk like yesterday. I heard the animation. There it is. Oink. Communicate apart. Nice. He's still going. Who's a different song this time? Oh, it's this one. This is so cute. I love that for him. He's just got a song in his heart, you know? Jamming out. Hello again, Gulliver. You know, if one of these times you could bring me, like, a trout, I'd appreciate it. You catch stuff on that ship of yours, don't you? Or is it, like, cargo? Or honestly, let's be real. Is there really a ship? Or is this man just like a little delusional? Him it's a complex role-playing situation between him and his polycule. That would also be very funny. What if I just purposefully misconstrued and warped the, Animal Crossing characters until they were unrecognizable? Can you imagine the next, like, hit, you know, you know how, like, we've had a wave, and I wouldn't say a resurgence, because this is kind of the first time it's happened, but like a phenomena of books being published that were formerly fan fiction. Nice, football fish. And then those books being turned into like multimedia properties, usually like TV shows and stuff. What if it was that, but you found out the original fan fiction was for Gulliver and his polycule? Fuck. The trigger finger is too itchy. You gotta reel back a little bit. You gotta My hands are sweating. Big fish hunting, you know, it's risky business. Oh my god, Animal Crossing fishing mechanic, but it's river monsters. You guys remember that show? I used to love that show. In similar vein of like, my dad's a big fish guy, so I'm a moderately sized fish guy. Since he was also a fish guy, he did watch River Monsters. And I remember at one point, like, the show does just end. And I wasn't quite sure why, because I was like a kid at that point. I don't remember when it came out, but I was like not old enough to know to Google these things. Reportedly, the show River Monsters, if you've never seen River Monsters, it was just this guy with a passion for fishing. I fucked it up again. Who traveled the world to catch like the biggest and baddest fish in any given area, essentially, you know. They had some big I don't know if it was a stingray or if it was technically escaped, but like a ray type fish on there, and they had big like gar and stuff with sharp teeth and shit. I don't know if he ever did sharks, because it is river monsters, so they're freshwater monsters. But the show reportedly ended its run because this guy he caught all of the known fish. All of the fish that we know of that get crazy huge, he did it. Caught all the monsters. So the show just ended. And I have an immense amount of respect for something like that. Instead of like, I don't know, faking it. Or like prolonging seasons to be on the hunt for something new that like either doesn't exist, doesn't end up existing, or is like CG'd. The guy was just like, no, we caught them all. Good game, everybody. Let's go home. And I respect the hell out of that. Oh, you never saw it? Dude, some of the fish in that program are a little nightmare inducing. It's some of those things, you know, kind of like how that was probably my barrel eye, wasn't it? It's kind of like how a lot of creatures that we don't see a lot of, or even creatures that we do, will sometimes get a bad rap. In the press TM. So a lot of these fish are very big and have very sharp teeth, and they're like, you know, could take a man's arm off if he wanted to, rah, 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 rah. But like in reality, could it injure you? Yes, absolutely, because it's a wild animal. But is this like river fish hunting people? No. So like you don't really have anything to worry about. It's not like the people who make millions of dollars fear-mongering about sharks every year. Not all of our parts, by the way, so we can go back and see Gulliver. Mikey, what happened? What are you doing? Pinky? She's being a big baby. Oh my god, another football fish. Hell yeah. Those things sell for like $1 million. Not really. They sell for like maybe 1,000, but like it's gonna be a pretty good payday, is what I'm saying. Oh, the little sea butterfly. I love the sea butterflies, they look so weird. You imagine like a Monster Hunter type game. What, Cherry? Hey, what you up to right this very second? Wanna hang out at my place? Ugh. I can't right now, Cherry. I'm sorry. Oh, too bad. We'll get together some other time. Thank you for the offer, but I'm making money right now, Cherry. Ooh, Red Snapper also makes good money. But I'm imagining like a Pesca all'Acquapazza? What the fuck? Like a Monster Hunter situation where you're like a mer person trying to fight like sea monsters. Which would really just be Monster Hunter, but on more of like a Z axis, you know? Oh, look at that. With the clams too? Bro. That looks pretty good, honestly. I'm not usually like a fish eater, but you know, if it looks good, it looks good. I can't deny. It's one of the prettiest dishes I've seen. Oh yeah. Some of them are just laid out so well. Hey Rex, have I talked to you yet today? Hi, how you doing? What's up? No, it's so fluffy. I bet it's really bits of cloud falling from the sky. You know what? You know what, Rex? You might be right. You use it on a lot on Happy Home Paradise. That's awesome. You know, your fine dining situations and scenarios. Yeah, Gulliver, I found your parts. Oh, that's them. Those are definitely my communicator parts. Come here, you little troublemakers. Yarp. Alright, the pieces are crammed back in here. Let's see if this thing can send a message. Wait there, crew, it's me. Your brother from another rudder. So listen, it happened again. You swing by to pick me up? Getting my coordinates now. Gulliver over and out. There, that should do it. You're the best. Thanks for all your help. I promise to return the favor. Be sure to check your mail in a few days. I'm gonna send you something. I'll knock your flippers off. Make sure you put some flippers on before you open it, okay? I'm saved. Nothing to do now but pace back and forth for the next few hours. Better get started. Real. I unironically could probably write like a handful of fanfiction about like the potential messed up relationships in this game. Not even like messed up, but I said messed up relationships and I was thinking about how the headcanon of Tom Nook and Red being like ex-husbands. With Blathers being like the new man, I suppose. I think that would be so funny. Can you imagine like a high drama like art collector, art thief, and like investigator kind of like polykill setup? I think that would be fun. I think that would be fun, maybe. Ooh, big fish. don't know. I think you could do it. I think I might do it. I don't even know if I would make it specifically fan fiction, because I was talking with my girlfriend about this earlier, about how I'm not really a fan fiction writer. I love like a fan speculation. I love entertaining the idea of like, oh, Tom Nook and Red are ex-husbands, or, you know, Gulliver's got a polycule instead of like an actual sailboat. I love entertaining a thought, but I'm not usually a guy who goes out and like writes fan fiction for like the property, like on AO3. I do enjoy indulging in a fan fiction every once in a while. I'm not much of a fan fiction writer. I am much of an original fiction writer though. So I could definitely, we could make that happen. I disturbed another bug again. Poor dung beetles. Okay, let's go process these clams and then make another fishing rod. Craft. Fishing rod first, because here. Nice. There's the fish bait. Just the two, please. Nope, I need my pocket. Also, this is my smaller room, but you see what I mean about how I'm already starting to put stuff on the walls. Look at my little fish wallpaper too. Oh, I didn't notice those little anchovies up there have their mouths open. They're hungry little guy. It's so fun. And this room is bigger. Mostly just got stuff on this north wall. The other walls are open. So I could put some stuff up there. It might be a good holdover if I don't make enough money tonight. But I think we're making good progress. I've got... yeah, we'll do one more circle around. And then we'll hit up the shop. I think it would actually be really funny to, like, have my brand TM be taking, like, archetypes of pre-existing characters and, like, playing dolls with them, essentially. I think that would be hilarious. Because I'm not, you know... I would never steal a property and call it my own. I'm not trying to be like that. But I am saying, sometimes you gotta type. And sometimes that type is all you write about. Ask me how I know. How many words did we decide on, babe? Was it 1 million? Was it 2? You got all the files. I have also got all the files. 1 million? Yeah. At least. And that's just stuff that was written down. the fish. Don't ask me why I keep doing it. I must start psychoanalyzing it. Is it like a self-sabotage thing? You not want the fish, you have to want the fish. This is gonna be a bass for sure. Yeah. Alas, it's sea bass. I did put that back. Okay. I thought for a second I didn't put the fish bait back. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but it would have been dumb for me to forget it. Nice. Another blowfish. Another fish that blows. Oh, I'm hearing the fire from the tiki torch. When I thought I heard thunder earlier, it's the fire from the tiki torch. I should make a second tiki torch for down there. Where are we at? Let's look up this beach. Then we can sell the stuff and go back to diving. Nice. Oh, I love the little underlights. That's so cute. Fucking... That was too far to the left. I need it to be just right. I need it to be just right for you to pull me up and for me to not be anything important. And you fucked it anyways. Oh, damn it. You fucked it. I'm fine. Cool as a cucumber. 100%. I don't think it was big enough to be a trout or a marlin anyways. I think the trout and the marlin are like two of the bigger shadows. God damn it. You wanna try again? Well, not all the way over there, dummy. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. And this is not just a today thing. Like, ever since I restarted this island, I have gotten, like, considerably worse at fishing. Which is really annoying. Alright. Sell the stuff. Gentlemen. need today. I want to sell. Sell everything, because we don't have anything to donate. Because unlike the deep ocean, the shores did not give me what I need today. 37,000 bells. Sweet. Wonderful. Let's drop off this 1 million in the bank so I don't have to carry it around in my pockets. There's Julian dancing too. That's cute. Deposit 100,000 bells, please. And we're what, like a little over halfway there, right? Because halfway would be 1,775,000. Oh, he is grooving. Zell, can I help you? What is everybody thinking today? No matter how I try, I can't justify having more than one windbreaker. Wait, you could give my windbreaker a new home. Sure. No need to thank me. Just don't say Zell never did anything for you. Well, thank you, Zell. I'll put that back in my house too, I guess. Everyone giving you their old crappy clothes. It's specifically just Zell. Zell has given me 2 shirts tonight. And I guess Pascal gave me a dress. But it's like I come on here being like, oh, I wanna, you know, we're gonna grind tonight so that I can get a new the house upgrade so that I have more space because I have no space. And then everyone's like, oh, can I interest you in things that take up space? And it's like, no. Please. I guess he isn't. Zell isn't a fan of my wardrobe. Which is a crime, because look at me. I'm adorable. My fucking ear itching. Yoink. Give me this. Ooh, a sea star. Cute. I love sea stars. And is this not a starfish? I thought there was a difference between like a sea star and a starfish. Or are they like two names for the same thing? Because there's the echinoderms or whatever that look like starfish but have multiple, like more than 5 arms. And I think they're called something else. I thought those were like sea stars. And what I caught is a starfish. Oh, that's not the right button. A whelp! Cute. What other I'm trying to brainstorm now more like fictional tropey relationships that I can playfully mimic. There's obviously like, I haven't played Yakuza, like any of the Yakuza games, but I'm imagining like a mob boss boyfriend kind of universe in there. Even though, like, I know Yakuza isn't the mob, but it's all organized crime, so you can play fast and loose with it, especially if it's in like a fantasy setting. Which pretty much all my settings are fantasy settings. Because if it doesn't have dragons, I don't want it. Pretty much. Back. Little mini stretch break. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting poorly and my body is mad at me for it. Also, why are you so fast, dude? I'm actually gonna have to take a real stretch break after I catch this thing. Okay. Sit good, how dare you? There's another Venus flower basket. I know those are expensive. Alright, stretch break. Hold on. It's hard to sit good when your chair sucks. Winnie's playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yippee! God, is it really January 20th already? That's crazy. Shut your mouth. I can't. It's showing up on my screen. Don't yell at me. This month has already flown by. I've got things I want to do though. I gotta start being better at organizing my time, I think. Which I've never been good at. But the more I want to start like freelancing, the more I kinda gotta like coax my brain into a state where it wants to do things. Which is already a struggle, seeing as I didn't even know it was... It's almost February. Babe, what are we doing for Valentine's Day? I had no idea you had a plan. Ooh, a surprise? That's exciting. Still a thing. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, it's January 20th. Oyster. Nice. Oh, I still got plenty of room. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to feel like... I feel like I've largely been... Okay, I've gotten better. I'll say I've gotten better at distancing myself from... like the perfectionist take of... Like I've already wasted so much time today. Like the day's just ruined, and just kind of vegging out for the rest of it, you know? If you're not a person who has done that before, first of all, fuck you. I'm jealous. Second of all, it's so annoying. Cause I always feel like I can't do anything like right when I get up, cause I'm not awake yet. So then I like preoccupy myself with things to wake me up, and then it's like, oh, you've wasted like several hours. Oh well. But I've gotten better at being like, first of all, it wasn't a waste. I'm allowed to have some chill time. Second of all, you know, there's so many hours in a day. Especially if you don't care about having much of a sleep schedule. I keep going back and forth on whether or not I should have, like, obviously I should have a sleep schedule. Sleep is very important. You should, as an adult, be getting like 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. That is not what I'm arguing. What I'm arguing with is the schedule part of sleep schedule, where like you have to go to bed at this time every night, you have to wake up at this time every morning, and so on and so forth. Has not worked out for me for the most part. My shit fluctuates so wildly. Some days I'll wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and some days I'll be up until 8 o'clock in the morning. And I feel like you just kind of gotta... I need to be better at rolling with it. Because historically, have been bad at, like, making a schedule and then making myself stick to the schedule. Specifically because it's like, I've been bad at like making myself want to do things, which sounds silly, but it's like, I've got the dysfunction of, like, if my brain doesn't want to do it, it's simply not going to happen. My brain would rather I sit here and stare at the wall and then do anything it doesn't want to do, you know? So I feel like instead I've got to be more of like a to-do list guy. Not even necessarily like to-do list with deadlines. I am gonna have to get better at deadlines the more like I start publicizing stuff. But I just need to be like, hey, I'm bored, or I'm like ready to do things. What things do I need to do? Let's check the list, you know? And then like pick a thing from the list. That seems more manageable. That seems more like free form and less restrictive than being like, you must wash the dishes at 7 p.m. every day. Regardless of how many dishes there are. You must do all of them. Yeah. That just seems a little... I don't know. My brain doesn't like that iteration of the thing. But if, like, do some dishes is on the to-do list. Ooh, a pearl. Hell yeah. Then we could maybe... I'm also big into the notion of like, if you're not sure if you want to do a thing, if you're not sure if your brain is interested in doing a thing, set a timer and be like, okay, I'm going to do this thing for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes or however long you can stand. And if I am not interested in doing the thing for longer than that, like if the timer's up and I'm like, okay, I'm done, I still don't want to be doing this, then you move on to something else. But if the timer's up and, oh my goodness, if the timer's up and you're like, yeah, I could, you know, finish a couple more, I could be persuaded. I could be persuaded to do a couple more dishes, write a couple more lines. Then you do a little bit more. I like that vibe. Another Venus's flower basket. Hell yeah. I'm tempted. We might cut this one a little short so that I can go sell all this stuff. We'll turn this corner, I think, and then go sell stuff, because I'm 80% positive Nook's Cranny closes at 10. So after that, we're going to put everything outside of Nook's Cranny, because I'll be damned if they're taking a cut of my profits. Ooh, another shrimp. Shrimp. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of, I'm trying to be better at motivating myself, because previously all I've had to motivate me was stress, which is, as you may know and understand, not a great motivator. Well, it's a great motivator. It's not great for you to motivate you in the long run. Because I saw someone point out in some, you know, post on the internet or whatever, where they were like, they were talking about how specifically people with like ADHD usually do better under stress or duress. So there's a lot of tips, in air quotes, on how to like manufacture a stressful situation, usually via like a deadline or whatever, or some self-imposed punishment, to make sure you get done what you need to get done. But it turns out, if your body is under too much stress all of the time, your organs start shutting down. So, I'm trying to find ways around that. I'm trying to, you know, trying to figure out a more healthy way of navigating tasks to do. Because I've already got bad, like, joints. If my organs start shutting down, it's, you know, end of the road, pretty much. Like, what are you gonna do about it? With what healthcare? Alright, boys. Check this shit out. Two Venus's flower baskets is going to be a pretty big pay, I think. Yeah, another 41,000. Hell yeah. Cool. Mike is being a disgruntled. You disgruntled disgruntled. Okay, where are we? We're at 240 of 240, yep. That is what I thought, unfortunately. Okay. Let's do another round of fishing. And then maybe... I kind of feel like decorating the island some more, but I seriously still don't really know what I want to do with the island. And I don't have places to put things. I feel like it's really hard to like go all in on decorating a space if you don't have the storage for it. That's way too small for a stringfish. I could redo all these pathways. I've been thinking about it. 'Cause I think in the end, I don't want them to be just like dirt pathways. I do like having pathways to all of the buildings on my island, but I don't think I want them to just be dirt pathways. But I don't know if I like... Because our other options, we've got like the curved stone, and then you have like brick, and then there's like dirt, sand, grass. You can do custom stuff. I feel like I'm missing one. It doesn't super matter. But they don't super interest me, I don't think. So I could try to, we could try to make a path. Maybe just like a stepping stone kind of thing for the, because I don't mind, I really like the coloring of the black dirt path. But I don't like how plain it is. So maybe we do just like little pavers. I think would maybe be kind of cute. I don't know how people do. Like, obviously people do it who are more creative than I am, I guess. But I don't know how people do like repeating tile sets with just the in-game tools. It all seems so complicated. But most art seems so complicated, you know? Also, wasn't there a... Yeah, it's up there. Let's get that real quick. Oh, my slingshot. You can go make another one too. Around knits better. Okay, cool. Cool beans. That's right. Fuck. Okay, let's just build a slingshot. Maybe it'll free up some space. Let's craft. Give me slingshot. Yoink. Thank you. So you can go down there, and this probably still won't fit. It does. I knew it. Genius. It's not by... No. Thought for a second it was by, like, individual piece of wood, but... it is not. Also, sometimes you gotta look through and make sure you don't have doubles. Where's that sweater? tweed baseball shirt. Oh, is it one of these? Oh, I love that style of sweater. Hell yeah. There's the worker's jacket and the windbreaker that Zell gave me. And the fishy dress. Cute, cute, cute. Alright, this is all very doable. Should probably find something to do with these. Actually, we might be able to find something to do with those. I don't know about the megalo, but maybe. Okay. I know we can put the Australopith over by the stone, the mossy stone that I set up. And then I feel like Megalo's gotta be up here with me somewhere. Maybe like right here by the pond. Right Megalo side. Well, Christ. Left Megalo side first. And then the right side goes here. It's beautiful, but it's like twice as wide as it needs to be. Because of the antlers. Things that you could say about the Megalo statue and also Bramble. Beautiful, but twice as wide as it needs to be. It's because of the antlers, yeah. And it's, yep, certainly not describing anything else about Bramble. Nope. Shoulders are very wide. Very broad-shouldered boy. Mm-hmm. 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 Just the shoulders. Uh-huh. I think I'm putting this on. No, not that side. But down here. Maybe like a... Yeah. Sure. That's fine. Okay. We can also, let's pick up these shells while we're here. Since we have a mostly empty inventory, and then we can just drop them off by Nook's Cranny. Oh babe, did you hear the thing I said about Pascal earlier? As of the 3.0 update, whenever you summon Pascal, whenever you find a scallop and like give it to him, he is now guaranteed to give you a pearl in addition to like whatever recipe or piece of clothing for the mermaid set. Yeah. Which is gonna make that set a lot easier to make. Thank God. Mikey, is there something I can do for you? I know what she wants, but like, why is she standing here? Menacingly. Because what? She doesn't know where it is. Oh no. Why don't you lay down, Scran? It's not playtime right now. Oh my snoot. I fucked it up again. I need to start doing what I used to do. Whenever I do Animal Crossing fishing, I usually close my eyes on purpose, and then you just hit the button whenever you hear the thing go. Because I think looking at it just fucks me up. Oh, some iron nuggets. Also, in the wrong spot. Oop. Big fish. Oh my god, I did it! I did the close my eyes trick and I caught a fucking oarfish. That's gonna be big money, baby. Less stressful. Like putting a hood over a falcon, you know? Squid. I love a little squid. Did you know some cephalopods have donut-shaped brains? And their esophagus runs through like the hole in the middle. So if they eat something too big, it literally gives them brain damage and can kill them. Here's your fun fact for the day. I don't remember which cephalopods, because I know it's not like all of them, I don't think. But I do know it's some of them. Squids, I think, are pretty notorious for that sort of thing. Horse mackerel. Nice. Nothing on the pier. Gotta remember to check this more. What other? I don't know. I'm still thinking about like writing prompts. This is something that I should like do on Work in Progress Wednesdays, is just like take a popular fictional pairing, strip it down to its essence, and then like write about the characters I created about it. I think that would be fun. Do like a little, maybe not necessarily a flash fiction piece, because I don't enjoy how restrictive flash fiction is, but like a little something. Oh, also let's put these shells down. I need to do that. It's too far away. We'll have to grab that on the way around. Okay, over here. Drop. 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 What if they had, God, what are they called? Fucking... those venomous snails in the game. And you could just like pick up a shell sometimes and it'd be in your pocket and there would be a random chance for it to come out and like sting you. Like a secret scorpion or spider sort of thing. Cone snails! Those are the ones. Yes, children, be careful picking up shells at the beach, because if it's inhabited, it could be not great for you. Which is unfortunate, because cone snail shells are very pretty. Thanks. Oh, I gotta walk back around. Okay. Do I hear another present? Oh, this game is such a good vibe. Even though I'm not like doing much and my island isn't like crazy decorated, it's so chill. Like I could write a fucking dissertation about how much I enjoy these games. In fact, I'm almost trying to, because I'm one of those people who, in enjoying media, I enjoy analyzing media in an attempt to, like, if I were to recreate a game like this, how would I do it? What parts of it do I like? What parts of it do I not like? What would you include? What would you do better? And there's some obvious answers. Like, not having breakable fucking tools, Nintendo. But I think more on a broader spectrum. It's interesting to think about, like, what combination of things make this such a chill time. Is it like the cutesy art style? Is it the lack of true objectives? I think it's really interesting post KK Slider event. There's like stuff you can do, yeah. There, especially with, you know, like the Happy Home Paradise stuff, and now the hotel. And you could there's always stuff to like decorate and whatever. But it's not like one of those games that has like a sidebar where it's like, your current mission is to build 7 tables. It's very freeing in that way, I think. I fucked it up. I had my eyes closed and I fucked it up. What do you need, Cherry? We can't hang- I'm gonna stop talking to you. We can't hang out right now, Cherry. I'm sorry. I've never seen these villagers have like more than one thing to say a day, by the way. This is crazy, especially considering I was online earlier. Is this the problem? I can't tell. I thought she was stuck behind the ottoman. But I think she's just a freak. Anyways. Because there's been a lot of people who have stepped up to bat with Nintendo on things, and a lot of them have not succeeded. I don't know if I've ever really seen like a true Animal Crossing attempt, though. I'd have to look into my backlog. Because we've got, you know, you've got cozy games. You've got like your Stardew Valleys and your My Time at Portia and subsequently like My Time at Sandrock and stuff like Dinkum and how many of these can I name? Even like Discounty, though it's more like urban. It's still sort of in like the quote-unquote cozy game genre. But none of them are really like Animal Crossing. I don't think any of them really give you like this much freedom to do whatever you want to do. Because this isn't a game. There's like new stuff to do every time you log on, obviously. But it's not a game that's like I feel a problem with quote-unquote modern gaming that we see a lot is a lot of games vying for your attention, so to speak, and being like, you gotta log on today to... Alright, fine. You gotta log on today to get your in-game currency and do this event and so on and so forth. And don't miss out on your streak. You gotta keep up your streak. And you gotta log in every day. And it's like there's a lot of that going on. But Animal Crossing doesn't do that really at all. There is stuff like you get some Nook miles for checking in with the kiosk in the resident services every day. And there's like new fossils to dig up, and there's new especially since it's like a real-time game, there's like stuff to do at different times of the day. There's people who visit during the day, there's people who visit at night. And a lot of it's randomized. You're not always guaranteed to get somebody every day. But, and there's stuff on the holidays and, you know, reasons to come back. But it's never really trying to like, it's never really got you by the throat and being like, you've gotta log in every day this week, or everybody will abandon you. You won't get anything done. You won't get any of the cool stuff. And it's really nice. As someone who has played a lot of those, I have previously been into a lot of like gacha and gacha adjacent games. And gacha games are such a pain in the ass. I've blown enough money and blown enough time on them that I don't know if I'd ever, unless I was like monetizing it, maybe, but I don't know if I'd ever really get back into like Genshin Impact type games again. I attempted to, like relatively recently, like late last year. I have downloaded and still have on my computer, I downloaded Wuthering Waves, which is like Genshin Impact but sci-fi, I guess. And it kept my attention for like maybe 2 days. Like maybe 2 days. It just simply, like, especially, and I feel like this is niche. Like, even as a person who, like, enjoys a good gamble, I enjoy a good gamble when you're able to do a good gamble. I simply, like, don't, if the storyline doesn't, like, catch me, then you don't, I'm not gonna stay. You don't have any sway over me, like, dangling these little paper dolls in front of my face and being like, don't you want to spend several hundred to thousands of dollars for the chance to get this new character in our new game? Isn't he cool? Isn't he hot and sexy? And it's like sure, he's hot and sexy, but I don't need to spend several hundreds to thousands of dollars to know that he's hot and sexy. In fact, there's places online that'll tell you that for free. And I simply, like, I don't know. I enjoy witnessing the characters. I like a plot sometimes. I was big into Genshin Impact's plot. Like, around, I stopped playing before they introduced the fourth nation. I was in Inazuma. I remember that much. And that's around when I got burnt out on it. Because I was big into the plot. I was interested in the characters, but it was one of those games that eventually pretty much, like, I don't think they really knew where their plot was going. They kept asking more questions and not answering enough of them, I think. And I simply, you know, you burn out on it. I burn out on it so quick. Especially because, like, if I want to know the plot, I can know the plot. I can read the Wikipedia entry. Because you know people are keeping up a Wikipedia for it. You know people are writing fan fictions about it. If I'm interested in the plot and the characters, I don't have to spend money on your game. And I love that. I love that for me. I love that for us as a society. But it feels, you know, a little, like, empty almost to not have, like, a game hyperfixation like that. I feel like that's coming back to me a little bit with, like, Breath of the Wild. Just having a game that I can dump hours into. And have, like, so much content. Not an infinite amount of content, and it's not a game that is still being worked on, but a lot of content, a good story. That's all I need. And I can play dolls with it too, if I really want to. But I'm not interested in spending, like, a literal down payment on a fucking house amount of money on your fucking game. I think one of the reasons I stopped playing Genshin Impact is because I used to be big into it. I used to watch a lot of short form content, usually on TikTok, about Genshin Impact. And sometimes you would get people who were bragging about their builds for specific characters. So the way that Genshin Impact works is you have to spend either in-game currency or real-life money on in-game currency to have the opportunity, the chance to get specific characters on specific banners. There's usually only a handful of characters you can get, and then there's, like, they're all tiered. There's, like, 5 stars and 4 stars and 3 stars is usually. I don't think the characters usually go lower than 3 stars. So you have to roll, you have to get lucky enough to get that character once to even have the opportunity to like play as them, to use them in the game and to make use of their abilities. And so sometimes there will be like plot relevant stories attached, but usually not. Because like I said, the game doesn't care about the plot, it cares about your money. But then, if you want to be good at the game, if you want to have a good build for that character, you have to pull them more than once. There's a tier system and an ascension system of unlocking in Genshin Impact, where the more you pull the character from the banner, it just kind of levels up the current character that you have. It's like a I don't think it's also a star system, but it was like an ascension. There was like a what I want to say it might have been a star system, but that seems silly because all the character rarities are ranked on the star system. But let's just say for the sake of convenience that the ascension tree allows for up to like 6 stars. I think it's usually up to like 6. So you not only have to pull the character once, because that would be that's technically a 0-star character. Once you pull it once, you don't get anything out of the ascension ladder. You just get the base character. You have to pull them 6 more times to unlock complexities of their abilities, right? Added damage bonuses or buffs or debuffs to your opponents or what have you. And then you have to level up the character, which normally just takes time in game, but that you can buy items for with your real life money to expedite that process. And then you have to collect gear for that character. Not like, I guess it would be equivalent to pieces of armor, but it's mostly like accessories. Each character gets like 5 accessory slots, and they can also wield a weapon. So you have to go looking for their weapon, which is also sometimes pulled off of banners for your real life money. And then all of the accessories you do by completing like dungeons essentially, which has an in-game currency that refreshes every like 24 hours, or you can pay real life money to refresh faster. So it's simply once you get like 7 layers deep of, hey, do you want to pay real life money for this? I'm so beyond disinterested. It's just so much. It's just so much. And there's ways to do it free to play. I actually would be very interested in how far. Don't get back into Genshin Impact. I'm not gonna get back into Genshin Impact. If I get 150 subs, we'll get back into Genshin Impact. But not before then. I'm always interested to see how far people get in like free to play game mode, like variations of that, of like Genshin and Wuthering Waves and what have you. But there is always like a wall that you hit, because as newer areas come out, those newer areas are going to be geared towards the new areas, and new events and stuff tend to be geared towards like the new characters that are released, to make you want to spend your real life money on the new characters that are released. And it's so Sisyphean. It's so Sisyphean. And it's so Sisyphean for a game that you will not retain any increment of once the server's shut down. That's also, I think, what got me. Sometimes you watch these short form videos of people who have done like very complex builds of these characters. They have them all statted out. They've pulled them as many times as is possible to pull them. They've got the preferred weapon. They've got the preferred like accessory layout or what have you. And they've got them all statted out. And then part of the video is always like, hey, how much money did you spend on this? How much did you spend? How much did you put towards this character? And guys, I've seen numbers in the tens of thousands of dollars for this game. This game that you will retain none of once the server shut down. You don't get to keep the character. You don't get to keep the artwork. You don't get to keep any of the accessories that you collected, any of the weapons that you collected, any of the items, any of the story beats. There's like dialogue and like message logs and stuff that you learn about these characters, but it's not yours. You don't get to keep any of it. You spent tens of thousands of dollars for these pixels that aren't yours. And it's really I really had like a come to Jesus moment, I think, like in college, post college probably, because in college was when I was like really into it, but I like graduated and I was home and I was still kind of playing the game, but I had like caught up with the story and I was just kind of fucking around and watching all the short form content, and I was like, damn, this really, like, it's worth less than nothing in the long run. Eventually the game will stop. Eventually the servers will shut down and your account will be gone. And for what? I had like a whole moment. So I pretty much don't play those games anymore unless I like play them mostly free to play. I will sometimes do like a game with a battle pass, like I've done like Marvel Snap before. I play Overwatch sometimes, and I've done like Marvel Rivals. And I've made a deal with myself in terms of like games like that. I don't usually buy like cosmetics. I never buy cosmetics outright. I will sometimes spend like in-game currency on cosmetics. But I'm not a person who pays like real life money on cosmetics. And I will sometimes buy a battle pass only if I play the game enough to like finish the battle pass. You know how it's usually got levels to it, and there's like a handful of levels that have like designated rewards, and then the rest of the levels are just like bonus XP or credits or whatever. If I get to the end of the designated rewards, I will sometimes buy a battle pass, because it's usually like $5 or $10 or whatever. And at that point, it's mostly just like props to the devs, because I've been playing this game for hundreds of hours and I really enjoy it, sort of thing. Unless I really need this new character and I'm going to spend just so much money. I've often considered if you could do a game like that, like a system like that, without it being like predatory gambling. Because I really enjoy like gambling for a character, you know? I don't dislike the nature. I don't dislike a gacha banner or a loot box system or whatever. What I'm not gonna do is pay you real life money for it. So I often wonder if you could do, and I think people have sort of done, like games with gambling in them that isn't real life gambling. Like it's become very popular since Balatro came out, along with, gosh, like Clover Pit and even stuff like TCG Card Shop Simulator, where you get that like fix, that like moment, that like bit of gambling without you having to like actually pay for it. And I like that idea. I like the less predatory aspect of it. But I don't really know how you would kind of work out like a full Genshin Impact style thing. No, we didn't need to do that. Without making it like crazy predatory. I'll have to do a think on that. Cause I think that would be fun. Like an RPG where you can, it would kind of, I guess, end up being like a, almost like a Fire Emblem, right? I know Fire Emblem has like variations of games where they also do like gacha mechanics, but actually, is this logo over here? But I'm talking like legitimately, like pay X amount of dollars for the game and then there's like gambling in the game with in-game currency and not. I feel like that's doable. I always think about that sort of thing. I'm a firm believer in not being words. I'm a firm believer in not trying to necessarily follow trends with your art. Like if you see something you like and want to iterate on it, then by all means, do it. But if you're like, I'm going to make the next Balatro because it's Balatro and Balatro made a lot of money, don't do that. I don't think that's like a good mindset. I don't think it's a good like reason to be doing things, because also there's like not the guarantee that you're going to be the next Balatro, you know? It's important to kind of know, have a good, healthy understanding of like what is possible and what is less possible. I think anybody could be the next Balatro if they wanted to, if they, you know. I don't want to say if they wanted to. If the fucking stars align, you know? Because it is a lot about luck. But you also gotta make a good game. And I am a pretty firm believer in the thought that you're not going to make a good game if you're not, or a good game or movie or book or comic or whatever, if you're not like personally invested in it. Like if it's not something that you are going to enjoy, then how are you going to expect other people to enjoy it? How are you going to demand other people enjoy it with the fervor of other big pieces of media if it's not something that you enjoy? That's just my 2 cents. Timmy and Tommy are gonna walk over here to open up the shop tomorrow and be like, what the fuck is happening? Why is there all these fish here? It's like 32 degrees out. I wonder if anyone enjoys me, like, waxing poetic about nothing on those fucking programs. I know you do, but you're a special circumstance. You are. She thinks I'm cute.
I'm cute. That's special.
But you know, sometimes how you like, I have this frequently where I'm like having a thought process and like usually talking to my girlfriend about it. And then like mid thought process, my brain is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are we doing here? I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm having a great time. Because otherwise I would just be doing, like, I enjoy streams where it's, like, things that I would be doing anyways. Because I would just be doing this, but, like, watching a YouTube video or something in addition. Instead of talking to chat. If I wasn't streaming. It's a chill time. I like having a chill time. I think I'm going to do one more round of diving for things, and then maybe we'll do... Go back up. Like a hotel room or something? To cap off the stream. I haven't been in the hotel yet. Well, I've been in the hotel, but I haven't like done hotel room stuff. Because I'm anxious that I'm going to be bad at it. She wants to be so comfy. Anyways, all that is to say, I do really like Genshin Impact type games. And I think it would be fun to try to make one. Or like riff on one. Without being like predatory about it. maybe sort of in like in the way that like Toby Fox has made like Undertale and Deltarune, and they clearly riff off of like traditional like RPG elements. You would have the traditional RPG elements too, but I think it would be funny to have like the banner system and have an incomplete story until you pull people from the banner. Variety of endings, perhaps. Or different. It would certainly be interesting to have like a different play style based on people you pull off of the banner. You could even make it a roguelike. Ooh, that's dangerous. That's almost as dangerous as the original concept. I don't know. I would love to make a game someday. I think it'll happen. But like I said, I gotta be better at getting things done first. Ooh, it's a fast one. I'm sneak up on this, I'm gonna hydrate again. It's thirsty work talking y'all's ear off about things. Oh, another Phoenix flower basket. Yes, 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 yes. That one's not that fast. I was gonna say, is that another fast one? No. It's just a shrimp! You telling me a shrimp fried this rice? One of the recipes should be shrimp fried rice. Why is there not shrimp fried rice? I guess there might be. I don't think I have all the recipes. I'm not so, gluttonous to think that of myself. Or, prideful, perhaps. You're a fast one. Not that fast, though. Nice. You're also pretty fast. Dim a damn. Doug Dimmadale? Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadale? Not right. Have you guys seen that video that's like, it's almost like a YouTube poop kind of compilation of like, it was one episode that centered around Doug Dimmadome and Fairly Odd Parents, by the way. Doug Dimmadome and his like illegitimate son or something. That was a wrinkle in the plot. But, there's a lot of, like, people, every time people refer to Doug Dimmadome, it's always by full name and title, so it's always Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. So somebody cut together, like a compilation, like a, cut together a scene where Timmy and Cosmo and Wanda and Doug Dimmadome himself were just like saying his name completely incorrectly. And at one point, Timmy says his name correctly, as said on the show, and Doug just responds, "Not right, not right," and then he says it incorrectly again. It's so silly. It's one of those things that's definitely like bounces around in my head a lot, but that I can never like harness properly. First of all, because I simply cannot quote it correctly. It's such a garbled like word salad. But it also, you know, similarly to like when you have a song stuck in your head but you can't remember the lyrics to it, it never hits my brain in a way that I can like correctly say it out loud. It's always just Dog to dim the dog dim Dimsdale Dimmadome. And this is why I can't get anything done, because there's a Doug Dimmadome in my head and he won't let me leave. Happy snails to you. Oh, yeah, we'll finish this row, I think. And then call it good. You know what else sticks in my head a lot? I'm a big fan of when things are not said correctly. Similarly to the Doug Dimmadome bit, I was a big fan of the guy on Vine whose name I will not remember, but he just had a bit of pronouncing things incorrectly, and he'd walk around town and pronounce like shop names incorrectly, and more than once it was in the grocery store. Resistance puffaces. And to this day, I can't walk around like a grocery store without those bits bouncing around in my head. The one that starts out with pen of people. Papaya, bananas, cantaloupes, champagne mangoes, like it's perfect. It's my favorite flavor of humor. Is just saying shit but wrong. Saying things but a little to the left. And I feel bad because I have friends who will sometimes either like verbally pronounce things incorrectly or spelling wise spell things incorrectly, usually because of a fucked up keyboard or a faulty spell check or whatever. And I find it really funny, and I always fear that they think I'm like making fun of them or are mad at me for finding things like that very funny. But I'm not. I just think it's silly. I just think it's silly, I promise. I know, I'm usually the more self-confident type, but sometimes I worry that people don't like me. Hmm? Oh, you fucked up. How dare you? How could you? Did you say you might be dead?
No.
Oh, that's fair. I'm surprised we haven't seen any like tarantulas running around the island. Speaking of might be dead. And one more. Tarantula would nab me a pretty penny. But you know this game don't want to give it to me. Nice. Oh, and another octopus. Nice. Alright. Let's go see what the hotel's got going on. Well, let's drop off all these fish and then go see what the hotel's got going on. Alright, a quick cup of coffee. Then take him out of town and finish the job. The theme song? I fucking could. I always worry about having like alerts and stuff from like actual media. I have not. Yeah? I will once I place all my stuff. One moment. Now we want. Yeah. Stuff that can't stack needs to go on the top. Yeah? Oh, yeah? I'm sorry, darling. Disturb this ground. How could you? What's that? Fucking see, dude. Okay. Gotta get this going. What about this guy? This guy's definitely a smaller container, right? Yeah, looky him! I love the little sea slugs. They're so cute. Gosh, Mickey. This one's also stackable. This one's not. No, I got two of them, but you can't see them. There they are. Brothers. I know this is very riveting watching me very meticulously place all of these all of this nonsense for me to sell tomorrow, but it's like really satisfying, so I don't apologize for it at all. About, yeah. And then another little guy. Triplets, even? Oh, did you know? I don't... No, it just turns on that light. Fun fact, you can't really keep, mantis shrimps in, aquariums very easily. Like in this tank over here. They don't do too well. Because if they get bored, or if they get, agitated, or any such thing, their reflex is to lash out. And they will break the glass. Not in this cute way that Animal Crossing does it. In a suddenly you have water all over the floor kind of way. They hit pretty hard. So it's one of those not recommended for beginners kind of thing. Or people with really thin tank walls. I'm honestly pretty impressed with this fish Tetris I've done. Fishtris, if you will. Why not? Look at all the fish! Fucking compacted and one butterfly. I heard it. I seen it. Heard it. There it is. Okay. What's in the present? Start 1,000 bells. Let's go. All right, let's go. My girlfriend wants us to interact with the Hylia shrine. Yeah, you got a statue. That's what it is. Ooh, he's so pretty. I love that. They should have given us a horned statue too. Were you there when I found that on the stream last night? First of all, love the interaction. Second of all, I don't remember a child leading me to it last time. Huh? You do? This is very fair. Right. Alright. Hotel time? Hotel time. I'll take off my wetsuit, actually, before we do this. Get back into comfy clothes. Ta-da! I am but a simple doggo. Hi. Welcome, Crow. First things first. Can you help with the decorating? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Well, let's get going. Sure. Alright. Let's do some hotel. Ooh, okay. This here be room 1. I want you to start decorating here. Decorate the room so it looks nice. Have me place some furniture and changing the wallpaper on the floor and such. You press down to enter decorating mode. It'll make the whole process easier. And if you pick right, you can take out all the furniture you know, so use what you got. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Or, instead of having similar rooms, I'm thinking a variety of rooms is what'll make our guests happy. Shaking up the themes, so every room of the hotel has its own character. Won't that be lovely? That's why I prepared some room themes, so you can be designing based off of the mood you're feeling. For example, with room 1, I'm thinking of giving it a kinda seaside room atmosphere. And put some fitting furniture on your recommended tab in right, so navigate there if you lost at sea. That being said, I'll leave it up to your considerable artistic senses. You gotta do it your way, crew. When you're done with any decorating, or if you're unsure of anything, come jabber with me. And now I'll leave you to it. Okay. Seaside vibe, huh? What's the thought? Oh, a lot of the rattan stuff. I like the rattan stuff. Compact kitchen? That's cute. Just like a little oven. Oh, and the surfboard. Okay. Okay. This is doable. This is better than what I thought, because I don't have any of these items for the most part. I was worried I'd walk in here and they'd be like, can I interest you in some wooden toy furniture? But no, this is better. Okay. We'll start with... No, I like how that's set up. But we also have the ability to do whatever we want. Let's do the fish wallpaper! Seaside theme fish wallpaper. Yes. Oh, lights and... okay. We're gonna need to be in this mode anyway, so give me... We'll start with the basics. Because I like a lot of the stuff that we've got here. The gray is good. The white with the blue cushion, light brown with the blue cushion is also good. Do light brown. Get ready for a lot of this. I'm just gonna start setting stuff out. I like that deep blue of cushions. Rattan vanity. Yes. And we can even take the waste bin. And the table lamp. So I don't have to remember what all of it is. There, we can do the wardrobe and dresser like here. Potentially waste bin in the corner, but I'm not married to it. No rattan sofa? That'll be a shame. We don't have any other... Oh, well, yeah, so we've got the kitchen. Blue. The dark blue kitchen, yes. The kitchen, let's do sink. Can we also get that in blue? Black wooden tile is pretty good. Show me the natural. Does it? I think it goes better with the light rattan. Flux washer. Also comes in blue. It's not gonna be the same blue, but doable. And floor lamp. How do we feel? Yeah, the natural with maybe a blue lampshade? Yes. Okay, I like that better. Let's move the waste bin out. Put lamp here. And then this corner can be the kind of like utilities. I don't know where we're putting the sink, honestly. Actually, let's put this up here. This here. And then maybe sink on, no. Sink here? In front of window? It looks less beachside when it's there's fucking snow on the windows. But sure, we'll leave it there for now. I like a suitcase. Definitely going with the dark blue. Stickers. Yeah. Oh, the dinosaur. So cute. Give me this one. The travel sticker. Surfboard. What if we did like a pop of yellow? I say. Okay, I like that. Then we could actually put suitcase over there. And then surfboard in the corner. I like that. Now, like, table stuff. Seafood pizza is so fun. Not a whole lot of table space, though. Unless we do, like, 2 tables. What if we did like a second one? And put it sort of over here. I like that. So then we got like 4 spaces essentially to put stuff. And I like the well, the orange is so cool. Will the orange work, or do we need... Nope. I think it's kind of cute. We have orange surfboard. Red surfboard. No, keep the hibiscus flowers. I like the hibiscus flowers. Then give me I want like a hotel mug and the seafood pizza in front of the chair. 'Cause that's cute. Little souvenir material. Yeah. And then one other thing for maybe the decorative bottles. The blue bottles, shut up. The pink are really cute. We gotta go with blue, right? Oh, blue with an orange label to tie in with the... Yes, to tie in with the orange record player. Yeah. Okay. Then let's do some wall accessories. Put the wall clock. Towel rack definitely goes on that wall. Coconut wall planter. And then we could do the fish over here, pennant above the window. Oh yeah. No, stop. You fool. I always fuck up the controls of this game. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I play too many games on this system. You wouldn't believe how many times, if you watch the Zelda live stream I did yesterday, you might know. You might understand. You might have seen me like try to put my weapon away several times by pressing down on the D-pad, which does put your weapon away, but it also whistles for your horse. And I almost blew my cover several times in doing this. And I don't know why my brain simply cannot like wrap around the different controls. It's just such a thing. Yeah, I like that. And then we can have I mean, I like the light. But I feel like this room has to have a ceiling fan. I get a white. Yeah. Yeah. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about this, chat?
Boop.
Ooh, can we put something on the washing machine, actually? I think that would be kind of fun. Hold on. What else do we got? Oh, the little orange marmalade jars. More orange. I'm a genius. I actually, let me just double check through the rest of my things. I don't think I have anything else. Ooh, I have the stool. Actually, that would look cute as hell in front of the vanity. Hold on. Beautiful. But then how are you gonna get into the thing? I know. Relax. I'll fix it. We'll put this there. So you've got room, sort of, to enter the this and then sit at the vanity. It works. Don't ask me how it works. It just works. big snake. The rattan bed, the rattan wardrobe. Yes, yes, yes. Would you like some trash bag? Oh, the anchor statue would look cute. I think it's simply too big for this room though. This is a really small room. Water cooler. An avocado. Bean. I really like the orange marmalade. I like the orange marmalade more than the water coolers. Put that back. Perfect. Ooh, an anthurium plant. Very good. Hotel snow globe. Oh, I think we're pretty good to go. Ooh, the fishing boat flag's fun, actually. What other colors can we get of this? Oh! I really like that one with the turtle. I'm putting it on this wall. And then... turtle. Perfect. Oh, rugs. Yeah, hold on. And the yellow kitchen mat we can do. Oh, space. Rude. So the kitchen mat goes in like the kitchen-y area. Obs. This one I actually would really like over here. Like where you're getting out of bed. And then yellow stripes. Oh, that's a big one. Can we not rotate it the other way? Hello? Thank you. That way. Is that too big of a rug? No, I think it's kind of cute. I think it sections off the room nicely. Oh my god, you also have access to all of the animals you've collected? What the fuck? Tarantula in every bedroom. Tarantula in all of the rooms. Spider hotel. What if crab though? What if we crab? Can I interest you in a living buddy? No, I don't think we can put the crab next to the seafood pizza. I think that's a little cruel. Ooh, we can put up a fishing rod though. The gyros. Oh god, the phones. That's crazy. Or is there better? I saw there was music down here. Can I like make the thing play a different song? I don't think so. I will, however, put one of these like on the wall. I think that would be kind of fun, like over the chair maybe. Let's swap these. The fishing rod goes over here by the luggage, like you brought it with you. Yeah. Ooh, I can change it. Cool. I like the KKs that I keep. We can keep that. Alright. How's it look? Oh, yeah. When you're done decorating, I want you to take a photo using your camera. The photos you take will get used for the guest room's guide. Sure. Just like in general? Can I... what angle? Angle do we even? And also, I think you can... yeah. About like this. No, I like the lower angle. Center it. Ta-da! I did it. What's the scuttlebutt? Well done. Oh, me stars, are you finished? What a wonderful room. The guests are gonna love it. Let's sail back to the lobby together. Yippee! We got our first room all ship-shape, thanks to you, Crow. Thanks a bunch. Excuse me. I don't know who's talking. Hello? Sure. A doofus. Yeah. Oh, he's such a cutie. Oh, are you a villager? Are you a guest from another island? Welcome to the Kurashima Hotel. I wanted to see Kurashima, so I dropped by. It's a pretty fun place, so I kind of want to stay longer. And then I saw this place, and I thought maybe I could stay here. This is a hotel, right? Can I stay? Yar! Matter of fact, the room just opened up. We'd be happy to have you as our guest. Yay! Thanks! You'll be our very first guest. Let me just show you to your room. Can you wait here for a bit, Crow? Yeah. You're not gonna let me spend time with my boy Sherb? Thanks for waiting. I showed our guest to room 1. Sherb was real happy. The stairs in the back will get you to the guest rooms. If you ask me, it's never a bad idea to check on them. The hotel's open and we be off to a great start. Gosh. It's all because of your hard work. Thank you, Crow, really. Now if you get out your phone, I can thank you for all your hard work. Here's 200 tickets. I've already got so many tickets. I know, but I've been doing the DIY stuff. So I walked in here with like 720 tickets. I guess so. You can spend your tickets over at Graham's souvenir shop. If you need any details, I'm sure the sweet old gal will be happy to help. And you can start working on room 2 now if you like. Hope you can help out again. Did I hear correctly that you can only work on 2 rooms a day? Okay. I don't know either. And I don't remember where I heard that, so. It might be a figment of my imagination. Hi, Grams. Oh, how about them hotel tickets? I didn't introduce myself. They call me Grams. I be running the hotel souvenir shop. You can exchange your hard-earned tickets for souvenirs here. What you see here is the stock we got on hand. We change it every day, so you ought to come by for a look. What else can I tell you? We got a catalog from which you can order all manner of goods. It'll take some time to get to you, and they cost more tickets than in me shop. Small price for convenience, though. Come jabber with me when you want to gander at the catalog. Well, that said, it's good to be working with you. What's in the catalog? Yeah, I want to see. Mug, pennant, wall clock. Sure. Some clothing items. I do love this, the blue and orange shirt and cardigan. I think they're really cute. Circle cushion, cutlery. Oh, cutlery for your little kitchen. Shut up. Tubular lamp, tubular magazine rack. Oh, hell yeah. The artful set. Okay. Oh, and then of course it's separated into. Okay. Can I not order them off the mannequin? It's kind of weird. Oh, okay. This is also really inexpensive for how many fucking tickets I already have. I'll have to order a bunch of stuff once I have more space in my house. Alright, quick stretch break. I think we could probably do one more hotel room. Got like 30 minutes. Let me see. Let me see what we got. Yeah, I'll help out with another guest room. Get started on the room 2 work. Got 2 ideas for the theme I'd like to go with. Which one do you think feels right? Ooh, Japanese room or a modern room? Do a modern room. Modern room. Maybe thinking our guests are gonna love staying in a room like that. Let's head up to the crow's nest. That's me. Oh, well. Just because it's modern doesn't mean you need the brutalist cinder block background. Jesus Christ. But sure, yeah, the tubular stuff. Oh, an ironwood? High-end stereo? Bro. It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot, not gonna lie. Alright. So we got concrete wall or white perforated board wall. At least we got the parquet flooring. Do I have a better wall? Honeycomb tile, potentially. Skull wall. I like the honeycomb tile, but I don't like it with the parquet floor. Maybe something like that? I don't dislike that. Alright. What's the vibe? So we got... I'm thinking... Old bed. I like a walnut. Give me walnut and music. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Walnut and navy's fine. The black chair set is, the black tubular set is tempting, but I feel like we really need to bring some color into this mess. We have, this is full table. Yeah, it's a full table, but you can't change the top of it. Let's do full table and then give me red, blue, green, and pink chair. Move some more shit out of there. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a room for hosting. This other silver, gold, copper, black. And then we've got all the colors. Hanger stand, shelf. Ooh, kitchen island? Yes. Nope. Kitchen island. Black and red's pretty slick. Ooh, black marble? We can't have black marble in the same place as the fucking tubular set. Okay, so kitchen island. Oh, fuck. Once again, I kind of want it out. Definitely getting a stereo. Stereo's going over here. Nice. I am quickly running out of room. Magazine rack I think is fine. I think it's Happy on Paradise. No, it's okay. I don't know if that's going to be a thing that you can do here. Was that a thing you were able to do within the first couple? Yeah. That's kind of wild that you can just have that functionality if you've done more of the other stuff. We're just gonna throw out a couple of things that I like. Oh, the keys change. like the thought of that over there, this here, by the front door kind of stitch. And stuff for the wall we can do later. Give me laptop. Ooh, desktop search engine, calculations. Oh, it's a cat video. You know it's gotta be a cat video. That's so fucking cute. Carrot bagel sandwich, and coffee cup. Yes, yes, yes. Should I put those on the table or should I put them on the island? I like the terrarium in black. The floral teacup. That's cute. Put that over there, and then maybe ill-advised balancing of the sandwich. No, let's put it on opposite sides of each other. That's fine. And then let's do walls. I like the shelf with bottles. It's definitely going above the little kitchen area. Honestly, I could probably do 2 of them. Silver, yellow, vintage wood. Yeah, let's do the silver. Okay. And I like this over the bed, maybe. And let's do a couple of iron wall lamps. Kind of want them over the seating area. Nope. Ah, shit. Well, if we do it one higher, I can have them over here. Yoink. Okay. And then on the ceiling is cube lights, kind of fun. In red. To go with the rest of the stuff. I think that's looking okay. It still feels kind of like empty though. I don't really have a place for this. Modern, huh? Ooh, yeah, iron closet. Put that over there. Iron shelves even, maybe? Might be too big. Ooh, and then maybe have this shelf over it. No, I like it over the bed. And what if we do this? Kind of put the kitchen island in the corner. Since I can't make the room any bigger. That looks better. I like that. What about a water cooler by the foot of the bed, so you remember to hydrate? Yeah. Okay. And then give me KK house on the line. Seat of honor. That's KK house. Okay, what's KK? Bashment? Oh, I kind of fuck with that actually. That's cute. Okay. Ooh, and there were rugs. I always forget the rugs. Small black mat, brown shaggy rug, and medium round. Ooh. Or a different color, maybe. Ooh, under the table, under the table. Oh yeah. That fucks severely. And then you can have a mat over here for like the little kitchen area. Yeah. I kinda like it. Okay. Cool. Room number 2 done. Let me get a good pick. Nope. We'll do it from this angle again because I think that works. Yeah? Well, a little busy. Give me a higher angle. Alright, how do we feel about room number 2? Yar, what's afoot? Yeah, we're good. Are you finished? Shiver me timbers, what a wonderful room. I'd love to stay in such a spot. Let's sail back to the lobby together. Yippee! Thanks to you, we've got another room ready for our guests. I can't thank you enough. I'm giving you 200 tickets as a little thank you gift. Cool. All the rooms ready for decorating. All the rooms ready for decorating are finished up now. I'll soon have the other rooms ready for you. If you're interested, drop by tomorrow at the earliest. That answers my question. I do think it's only 2 rooms a day. That's cool though. And can we go see? Sure. Ooh. That's my guy. He's sleeping. He's sleeping in front of the orange marble. Don't wake up. Hi, sure. It is like almost midnight, to be fair to him. Munch munch, excuse me. There enough for a second? Huh? Oh, looks like I fell asleep standing up again. I bet you live on this island, huh? I'm sure. Good to meet you. I've been itching to visit this place. That or all the mosquito bites are finally catching up to me. Still, I'm stoked to check things out. I can already tell I'll find some primo snacking spots here. He's so cute. Heard you made this room, is that true? How cool. They say it's tough to sleep on a trip, but this room's so cozy, that'll be no problemo. I mean, I sleep real well anywhere, but I bet I'll sleep super duper well tonight. I hope you do, Sherb. I hope you do. You enjoy. He's so precious. I think that's you have his card, don't you? Yeah. That was one of the ones that I considered putting on my island before I decided not to go through all of the mess with the amiibo cards. I went through the mess with one amiibo card and it was already too much for me. Alright. Cool. Oh, and it stopped raining too, so I can't even fish for any more coelacanth. That's fine. I think that is going to be it for me, my friends. Hope you all enjoyed. I had a great time. Got a lot of good stuff done. Make sure you come back tomorrow. We're gonna do some work in progress Wednesday. I'm probably gonna be writing something. I don't know what. Maybe that Gulliver polycule nonsense. I think that would be fun. But I'll be around. And we'll be working. And it'll be a great time. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then I'll be back next week. I think we're gonna do more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Animal Crossing for a little while. I think that would be fun. I think that would be a good time. But I'm having a good time with them. And I hope you are too. No. Trying to remember how I do this. Let's see. I think we'll just bring back the Spotify. Can you? Maybe 2 seconds. Beautiful. All right. Let's see. Shall we raid? I didn't even think about that. Who is there to raid? Oh, there's like no one to raid. No raid tonight. So in that case, I'll see you tomorrow, my friends. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.